What's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we have a lot to talk about. We've seen a pretty big breakout in the cryptocurrency market, especially for altcoins, right? If you look at some of these altcoins past 7-day performance like Ethereum, Cardano, and many others, you're going to see some pretty large increases, right? ChainLink is one of them that we're going to talk about in this video as well. So I'm going to talk about some of these bigger altcoins and even some of the smaller ones, the recent performance we've seen, what it means for the entire crypto market and where we might be heading, because in the last 2-3 days alone, I've actually turned much more bullish on the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and the breakout was part of it. If you watch some of my last videos, maybe of 2-3 weeks ago, I was expecting a drop for Bitcoin down to $6,500, and I said that altcoins would probably fare better, some maybe even increasing during that time frame. I've now changed my stance to a bit more of a bullish position. I think that Bitcoin, we'll take a look at the chart in just a second here, is still in its downtrend. So yes, we could actually still fall down to 6,500. However, for altcoins, I'm actually very bullish right now. And even for Bitcoin, I feel like seeing the recent strength, we may have an opportunity to exit out of this downtrend and move back to above $10,000, maybe a bit sooner than expected. Now, even if that doesn't happen, I think altcoins are in a pretty good position right now. And as I'll explain later, I've really changed my stance to buying now, buying if we go down, buying if we go up, right? So no matter what direction we're going in, I'm going to be loading up. I'm going to be stacking my cryptos because I find the valuations to be very good right now and very fair. So on a long-term perspective, right, I like everything I'm seeing. So this is the cryptocurrency market cap chart as a whole, right? The total market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I wanted to put things into perspective, right? So if we look at where we are now, we're currently right around $250 billion as the total market cap for cryptocurrencies, give or take, right? If we look at the all-time high, the peak back in January 2018, we reached around $820 billion in market cap, right? So that's a little bit higher than we're at now, about 3 times the amount there. But now in comparison, let's look at some of the big stocks out there, the big tech stocks. We've got Apple, $1.61 trillion in market cap, right? That's basically double than the entire cryptocurrency market cap at its peak. Now, to make matters more obvious, let's look at Microsoft, right? Let's throw in Microsoft in the mix. We've got 1.57 trillion, okay? Let's put in Amazon. Amazon also at a pretty similar amount, 1.49. So with those 3 right there, of course, these are the bigger stocks in the stock market, but we have almost $5 trillion of market capitalization, right? That's a huge amount. And now you have to keep in mind, right, not every cryptocurrency will ever reach anywhere near this. That's obvious, right? But some of the bigger ones, like Bitcoin, as it's long been predicted, right, a $50,000 to $100,000 price mark would put it, towards that $1 trillion market cap range. In fact, right now, if we look at Bitcoin's market cap, you're going to see that it is sitting at 170 $170 billion in market cap, right? So just under $200 billion in market cap. 5 times that amount, you get to 1 trillion. I think it's pretty doable, right? That would put Bitcoin at $50,000, and Bitcoin at the end of the day, right? I like a lot of the altcoins out there. I think some of these 3rd generation altcoins like Cardano, even ChainLink, etc., are going to do very well and can really compete. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is probably going to be the biggest for many years to come, if not forever. And, it'll most certainly be the first one to reach a $500 billion or $1 trillion market cap. I think it's pretty much bound to happen at this point. And that's why, and you can do the same thing with the altcoins, no matter if we drop a little bit here or we even increase or we stay the same, I'm buying, because these valuation levels, I know that in 5 years, right, we're probably going to be already to where I'm talking about, meaning at least a $1 trillion market capitalization for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, right? I really don't see the crypto market staying at this small of a market cap level within 5 years time, I think we're already going to be at that $1 trillion mark. And if you look at 10 years, 15 years, depending on how long your time frame is that you're looking out, I mean, we really could be looking at a multi-trillion-dollar market cap for cryptocurrencies. But in just the next 5 years, I think that it's absolutely reasonable that we reach a $1 trillion market cap range. And what does that mean for Bitcoin? That could mean that Bitcoin is maybe half that, right? Maybe it's worth 500 billion of that. But altcoins are also in a very prosperous position right now. If you look at Cardano, right, one that I like a lot, obviously one of the cryptos that I'm the most bullish on, it's the one that I have the most holdings in. And by the way, if you want to buy any of these altcoins like Cardano, make sure to check out Binance. It's my favorite exchange. I'm not sponsored by them. I just use them myself, and I'll leave a referral link in the description of this video. It helps out the channel if you use it. And like I said, it's my favorite exchange. No bias there. It's honestly the one that I use myself for all my altcoin needs. So that's why I always recommend it. And like I said, it does help out the channel. I get a small referral every time you trade on there. So it really helps out the channel. And by the way, thank you for all the new subscribers as well. So Cardano, like I said, currently around 10, 11 cents. You look at the all-time high, it's at $1. That would mean a 10 times increase. If you look at the market cap range, we could be looking at somewhere around a $30 to $35 billion market cap for Cardano here in the next 5 years. And that's still very reasonable, right? If you go back and compare with some of the other cryptos, it would put it somewhere around the range that Ethereum is currently at. It wouldn't even be surprising to see Cardano at a $60 billion market cap, right? Especially with the increase that I'm predicting for cryptos. And you can go down a list of altcoins. Some of them are going to fail, of course. Some of them might not be as legit as they may seem. But, for some that are a bit more trusted, you look at Litecoin, for example. I lost a bit of liking for Litecoin in the last couple years. But now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, it's at $2.8 billion in market cap, right? It's a trusted, it's been around. It has some potential partnerships. We actually just saw, I wanted to mention this in this video, we saw Charles Hoskinson, right, the founder of Cardano, actually tweet it would be great to do something together to Lee, which is the founder of Litecoin. So potential partnership there, super interesting. And regardless, right, like it or not, it being just one of the main, been around for a long time cryptos, Litecoin maybe doesn't have anything crazy going on, but at this chip level, I think it's going to rise to 10, $20 billion market cap in the next 5 years. And you can just go down this list, kind of view the current market cap and see how reasonable it is potentially for in the future, and where that might head. For example, Ripple right now, I don't like it all that much, right? It's already at an $8 billion market cap level. Is it going to increase? Most probably it will. Most probably it will be going back to 50 cents or even higher. But still, I think that it's a little bit high, right? I'd rather go for some that are in these smaller market cap ranges that even have some much more to offer, in my opinion, right? ChainLink is one that I like a lot right now. I mean, this one has just been amazing. Worst part is I don't even own any ChainLink. I've often missed out the boat trying to wait for pullbacks on this one. Probably will be putting in some money into it very soon. This is, one of the cryptos that has the best uptrend performance I've ever seen, to be honest, right? I mean, pretty much going up nonstop since its inception, especially after May 2019. Been going up ever since, really. Did have some pretty big up and downs, but now we're at new all-time highs at $5.71. Still at a very reasonable market cap of $2 billion. I mean, this is an easy 10 times, in my opinion, in the next 5 years. So once again, you got to be careful. We're in economic times that are very unpredictable. So keep that in mind, right? None of this is financial advice. Please make sure you know what you're doing and stay conscientious when you're investing, not to get caught up in the hype either. But I'm just sharing my personal opinion on what I'm doing, right? I mean, VeChain, huge increase in the last 7 days. If we look at the actual 360-degree view of the crypto market cap, what you're going to see is some of the bigger coins actually falling here, and a lot of the altcoins deep in the green, right? ChainLink, VeChain, Cardano being some of them. And I should also mention Dogecoin with a pretty big 14% increase in the past day. Let's move over to the 7-day performance here and see what's going on. We've got a 24% increase for Dogecoin there. Cardano, 37% increase. Very big increase for ChainLink as well here. And I also wanted to mention Dogecoin now that I got reminded of it. The reason why is, like I said, some of these altcoins are probably going to fall and disappear into nothingness, but some of them, especially some that have been around and that have this sort of tried and true method, even if they're a little bit of a joke in a way like Dogecoin, Elon Musk has almost been pumping this coin, and it's at such a small market cap, $360 million. It's been around, it works, so to say. And I think this one is going to return back to its all-time highs. I think this is actually going to be a 10 times increase as well here, to be honest, in the next 5 years. So even some coins that you might think of a little bit as a joke, if they've been around and they've got somewhat of a sound basis, right? They're probably going to go up. That's just what's going to happen as more money comes into the crypto market. DigiByte, I've talked about this a lot. And I should also mention that this one is now trading on Binance. So that's a huge thing for DigiByte. Once again, a link to Binance in the description of this video. Obviously, the best exchange to buy this has the most volume, and that's a pretty big addition. You can see the spike here as soon as it got traded on Binance, and I think this one is gonna start moving back to 4-6 cents, and then even at whatever point in the next 2 to 3 years we get that really big breakout, I think it can return to its all-time highs. Probably even go lower than that. If you click here on the market cap view, you'll be able to see what the all-time high market cap was, just 1.3 billion. So right now, 300 million, a lot of room for this one to potentially move as well, right? We're going to see some of these smaller altcoins really get some huge increases. You have to keep it reasonable. Some of these will probably not really be going over $5 billion of market cap anytime soon. But if you compare to the market cap like Kyber Network, just getting to $1 billion is already a huge increase. It's going to be beating the returns that you're going to get in most other places in the stock market or anywhere else. It's not easy to find 300, 400, 500 or more percent returns that are, for someone that has a pretty good understanding of the crypto market, are fairly guaranteed. And I say that cautiously because obviously guaranteeing some type of 400% return might sound ridiculous, but really if you see the bigger picture of the crypto market and how undervalued it is right now, and the funds that'll be coming in buying, initially things like Bitcoin and then some of the bigger altcoins, I think it's pretty clear, right? And once again, it's not financial advice, so please make sure to trade and invest at your own risk. But I just wanted to do this overview of some of these altcoins here that I've been seeing at some very interesting price levels and market cap levels, and just the general idea that I changed my stance that yes, we could still see Bitcoin move down to $6,500 based on the chart. That is absolutely possible, but a lot of these altcoins are most likely going to fare much better than that, and Bitcoin could maybe even avoid that bigger drop for one. And altcoins specifically, I mean, Ethereum is really at the edge of a breakout above this downtrend line. We'll see if it happens. It might not. And at that point, it would probably fall back down to $150. I would just be buying more at that point, right? The only time that I would get concerned for any of these cryptos, which, I mean, it can always happen, right? The bearish scenario can always happen, especially in the economic times that we're in, which is why I'm still remaining somewhat cautious and reasonable, is if we reach, right, in about a year's time, March 2021, if we reach the end of the symmetrical triangle level for Ethereum and Bitcoin, some of these bigger cryptos, and we fall below the uptrend line, that's going to be extremely bearish. That could be a little bit of a doomsday scenario for the crypto market. At that point, I might start getting worried and really slow things down. But other than that, I think a lot of these cryptos, let's take a look at ChainLink here, are going to be, probably at levels that we will not be able to get at, and maybe kicking ourselves a bit that we didn't put more money in a couple years' time, right? And that's why, when I have the spare money to put in, I like to go ahead and load up on some of these cryptos to, just have some skin in the game, right? Even some of the smaller cryptos, like I said, Litecoin, etc., can be a good idea to have some skin in the game there as well. Once again, not financial advice, right? Please keep that in mind. So ChainLink over here, I mean, you can't get more bullish than this. Literally has no sign of, falling back down to $3 or anything like that. Just got a fresh, clean breakout after the first attempted cup and handle pattern. We got the pullback, we got the bounce. Pretty extreme move here, but we got the breakout nonetheless above $5. And now look at that, new all-time highs, moving above $5. We could pull back to $5. That's possible. I just don't see us moving all the way back down to $3 or anything like that. Maybe at the very worst, a dip down to $4.50. But now we put in that new support level at $5. It's going to be hard to move below that. So you look at some of these altcoins. I mean, they're not even looking, steady. They're looking completely bullish, right? They're looking blue sky breakout bullish onto $10. So it's pretty amazing if you look at some of these altcoins, the difference in strength that you're going to see maybe compared to Bitcoin, which has been holding up. To be fair, it's been holding up very well, and like I said, I still think Bitcoin is the #1 crypto, and it always will be. But maybe if you've missed out on some of these moves, it can be really interesting to look at some of these smaller altcoins or even the medium ones that probably have a lot of room to go higher in the next couple of years, right? Like Ren, for example. Ren is another one that saw a very big increase. Just looking at the chart of DigiByte here, also sort of breaking out above 2 cents here. Going to be interesting. Really want to see this one hold above 2 cents and start making a move higher again. With that being said, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully this video gave you a better perspective of the cryptocurrency market as a whole and sort of my perspective on this. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, check out my technical analysis master course in the description of this video, and follow me on Twitter. Link in the description to all of those things if you want to trade on altcoins on Binance as well. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great day. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.